What more can you tell us about these terror talks?
Well, the main topic on the table, of course, is combating terrorism, not just here in Europe, but all around the world and beyond. Federica Mogherini, the EU's Foreign Affairs Minister, if you like, said on the way this morning that one way to do this was with boosting the cooperation between EU member states and the Muslim world. And for that reason, she invited the head of the Arab League today. Now, usually at these meetings, you do see a sense of disagreement among ministers, but today we've seen a sense of urgency. Everybody is on the same page today regarding combating terrorism and making Europe a safer place to be. A number of items are being discussed on the table as a means to combating radicalisation and fighting against terrorism and anything ever taking place on European soil. One of them, it was mentioned and illustrated very well in that package. It's regarding the passenger names record. That means that European airlines would be authorised to give details of passengers when you buy flights online to authorities and policemen in the various European countries where you are travelling to. Now, that was a legislation that was proposed by the European Commission back in 2011, but it was the Civil Liberties Committee in the European Parliament that 1 year ago refused to let that even go to the plenary session, believing that it was an invasion in the privacy and the fundamental rights of European citizens. But every minister that I've spoken to here today, every Foreign Affairs Minister, has called for that to be adopted swiftly. They're also looking at ways to stop radicalisation online. A meeting was held a few months ago with companies like Facebook, Twitter, Microsoft and Google. A forum has been set up and will be continued, and the work will be continued there. Regarding weapons as well, which is an issue, and the smuggling of weapons from places like the Balkans and Libya into the European Union, that's another issue that's being tackled today. We're not expecting huge conclusions, however, because there is a big meeting scheduled for the 12th of February here in Brussels, and then over in the United States on the 19th of February. All, of course, related to countering terrorism.